up, guys? Welcome to another Super Gamers World with Robbie Key. This is actually the first video I posted in a while because, well, you know, it seems like I make this excuse all the time, but I've been just really busy lately with, you know, relaxing on vacation and then, you know, catching up with old friends, and I'm actually heading back to school next week, so I've pretty much been taking this time to enjoy my vacation. I'm not really coming to you guys here right now to talk about, you know, specific games, but, you know, instead I want to talk about the amazing place that is MyIGN. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of the sub-website, I guess I would say, for IGN. It's kind of like the social part of IGN. It's where, you know, a bunch of gamers get together and they just talk about things, whatever, you know, whether it's games or movies or, you know, they just come together to talk about anything. Recently, Ollie, Majestic Maverick, and Siphon.0 put together this video that kind of sums up this past year on MyIGN. And they basically went through several different members. I can't really remember which one specifically off the top of my head, but they went through specific members and they talked about, you know, what they thought their personal game of the year was, and, you know, what their favorite moments are on MyIGN were. And, you know, as I was watching, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little emotional during the video. You know, as I was watching it, I wasn't exactly expecting that. I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, okay, this is cool, we get to see a bunch of MyIGNers, you know, they get to talk about stuff, what they want, we get to see what they look like, and, you know, I thought it was going to be an interesting video, but I don't know, it turned out to be a lot more than that, it seemed like, for me. To me, it really said what all MyIGN was about, you know? It showed people coming together, basically to talk about one thing. And I know there's videos that do that, but to me, this video showed how close, like, specific people are with each other on that website. Like, it's not just another online community where you communicate with people, random people all over the world, you know. This website, you know, it's really brought people together. I realize, like, I mean, I haven't been on there as much because my laptop hasn't been working lately, and then like I said in the beginning, I just simply don't have time. But, you know, people were talking about these get-togethers, and it's like, it was pretty much saying that this is more than just a site. It's a place that has truly made people connect with each other. Like, people actually, you know, I mean, not in the physical sense, but like online, people hang out with each other. Like, they get together on Skype, they play Halo together, like they said in the video, and, you know, and as I was watching the video, I was kind of having these flashbacks from the time, like, I had joined, like, officially joined MyIGN and started using it to where I am now, and, you know, it just made me really think about that time, and I owe a lot to IGN, you know. I remember, you know, sitting in my dorm room, for example. You know, this was right before I had just stopped computer science because, unfortunately, I had figured out that I'm honestly I don't have that kind of brain capacity for game design. So, I remember sitting on my bed and looking at IGN, and I thought, you know, like, my life has to be around games in some way. Like, it's something I'm truly passionate about. And I was looking at IGN and I was like, you know, why not work for there? You know, why not write about video games and be in a environment with other people who, you know, love the same thing that I love? So with that in mind, I pretty much joined MyIGN so I could sort of get a kickstart on my writing career. And this was also around the same time that I had broken up with my first girlfriend, and, well, I'll just say in a quick sum that it wasn't exactly the best of times for me, but, you know, the more I not only wrote for the site, but the more I got to know people on that site. You know, it wasn't at all what I was expecting. Like, you know, just people really seemed to be as passionate about games as I was. And, you know, writing blog posts and people, like, you know, discussing about it and just talking about games in general. It was one of the most welcoming things I think I've ever been through. Like, because usually when I talk to people about games, they're like, you know, they don't have a damn clue as to what I'm talking about usually. But, you know, it was fantastic to finally be in a setting where people, you know, they not only talked about it, but they, you know, they shared interests. And then, you know, there's some that don't share interest. And, you know, basically I owe a lot to MyIGN, really. You know, like I said, MyIGN was like my Kickstarter. It's where I first started blogging officially. And, you know, over time I enhanced my writing skills. You know, I would ask people, you know, like if I was doing anything wrong, or, you know, someone give me feedback. And, you know, just so much has happened within the past year for my career, and I owe so much of it to MyIGN because, you know, it's really taught me a lot of things. You know, one thing I always think about when it comes to MyIGN is it really taught me that, you know, I know there are different opinions around the world, but that's something that MyIGN, I think, really taught me, is that people are not going to have the same taste as you. Like, I know some people that don't like Ocarina of Time, and to me, I'll admit that's still kind of mind-blowing, because, that's one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion, but, you know, it really taught me that not everyone is going to have the same taste as you. I mean, I remember when I saw the Uncharted 3 review that Greg Miller wrote for IGN, he gave it a 10. I just couldn't help but think, like, what? This guy is totally wrong. Uncharted 3 is the worst in the entire series. Like, this guy isn't right. But I realized, like, the more I started writing about games, and when I eventually started reviewing games, like, that's not the definitive score, necessarily. That is one guy's opinion. And I think MyIGN really taught me that, you know, there's not really a wrong opinion, necessarily. And, you know, I have to mention this. Thanks to MyIGN, I met Jamie Briggs, and if you don't know who he is, he's Jamie Mad66. He is also, I call him my boss, usually, when I tell people about it. He started the website Analog Addiction. If you haven't gone there, go there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I was the first one that he approached with a writing job for there. And, you know, he said, because we both have similar dreams. We both want to be gaming journalists. And, you know, I think so far it's worked out pretty well. But, you know, I think if I had never signed up for MyIGN, I would have, not only would I have never met Jamie and then my fellow writers at Analog Addiction, but, you know, I wouldn't have taken my first step into gaming journalism. And, you know, I have to thank MyIGN for that, because I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for that.